brave and bold. See on the quest where the shadows gleam, we're chasing the light in a gamer's dream. Faith and friends, it's a journey we'll chart. Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart. Oh, brothers to steed, up the brothers to steed. Oh, Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart.
From boss fights to prayers, every world we roam.
We're building connections and calling them home.
Roll the dice, press start, take a leap of faith.
In the glow of the screen, there's a sacred space. Pixelated skies, late night fights. Together we laugh and together we thrive.
From dungeons deep to celestial heights,
Slim Chance Gaming, let's play all night. Beyond the quest where the shadows gleam, we're chasing the light in a gamer's dream. Faith and friends, it's a journey we'll chart. Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart. Oh, brothers to steed, up the brothers to steed. Oh, Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart.
so grab your gear, let's take the ride. Magnetic Taco now is by your side. Schizo and Galestis lighting the spark.
This is Beyond the Quest After Dark.
When the night comes alive and the lights grow dim, Slim Chance Gaming, let the tales begin. Macbeth's got the faith, Taka's bringing the fire. Napkins and schizo, raise the thoughts higher.
With Costas in the mix, we're breaking the mold.
Adventures untold, both brave and bold. See on the quest where the shadows gleam, we're chasing the light in a gamer's dream. Faith and friends, it's a journey we'll chart. Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart. Oh, brothers to steed, up the brothers to steed. Oh, Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart.
From boss fights to prayers, every world we roam.
We're building connections and calling them home.
Roll the dice, press start, take a leap of faith.
In the glow of the screen, there's a sacred space. Pixelated skies, late night fights. Together we laugh and together we thrive.
From dungeons deep to celestial heights,
Slim Chance Gaming, let's play all night. Beyond the quest where the shadows gleam, we're chasing the light in a gamer's dream. Faith and friends, it's a journey we'll chart. Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart. Oh, brothers to steed, up the brothers to steed. Oh, Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart.
so grab your gear, let's take the ride. Magnetic Taco now is by your side. Schizo and Galestis lighting the spark.
This is Beyond the Quest After Dark.
When the night comes alive and the lights grow dim, Slim Chance Gaming, let the tales begin. Macbeth's got the faith, Taka's bringing the fire. Napkins and schizo, raise the thoughts higher.
With Costas in the mix, we're breaking the mold.
Adventures untold, both brave and bold. See on the quest where the shadows gleam, we're chasing the light in a gamer's dream. Faith and friends, it's a journey we'll chart. Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart. Oh, brothers to steed, up the brothers to steed. Oh, Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the heart.
From boss fights to prayers, every world we roam.
We're building connections and calling them home.
Roll the dice, press start, take a leap of faith.
In the glow of the screen, there's a sacred space. Pixelated skies, late night fights. Together we laugh and together we thrive.
From dungeons deep to celestial heights,
Slim Chance Gaming, let's play all night. Beyond the quest where the shadows gleam, we're chasing the light in a gamer's dream. Faith and friends, it's a journey we'll chart. Slim Chance Gaming plays straight from the
User in your channel started recording.
Beyond the Quest After Dark is intended for mature audiences only. It contains strong language, humor, and topics that may not be suitable for everyone. Listener discretion is advised. You're going to hear real raw footage of real life first responders discussing anything and everything. You may hear from paramedics, preachers, teachers, EMS personnel, 911 dispatchers, military veterans, and more. Nothing is off the table and nothing is edited out. The opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of the group Slim Chance Gaming or our sponsors. With all that out of the way, let's get started.
Good evening, gentle beans.
What's up, man?
How is everybody? I see a
What's
schizo.
up?
Look at him. Ain't he cute?
Little schizo.
How is everyone? I'm tired.
Same.
I'm
not
very
I'm
too bad.
aggravated at Walmart and everything that Walmart stands for.
That's interesting.
Oddly specific.
It is. What did Walmart do to you?
They're stupid. If you're going to
Okay.
push people to use your stupid Walmart pay system thing, then you should have something in place that if it fails, that you can reattempt it instead of making people go all the way back out to their car and get their debit cards because your little magic button won't work.
I don't know what
Just
you're talking
saying.
about.
Yeah, I don't have a clue either.
Walmart has a magic pay button.
It's called Walmart Pay, and it's kind of like Apple Pay where you can pay without having your physical card in front of you.
See, I do this weird thing of carrying a wallet that keeps my card down in it.
Yep.
Goes wherever I go.
Anywho, that's my complaint for the evening.
I have a complaint with Walmart as well.
What is your complaint, sir?
I use the self checkout. I want a discount.
Right.
I use it all the time.
You
I
know,
agree.
and I've had this discussion several times with my wife. But if I go to self checkout because they don't even have any registers open, and then you have that person that's like, I need to see your receipt. Nope. No, you don't. I just done your job. You ain't gonna see nothing. And
You
I
know
just
what?
walk past them.
I just now realized name a company that's never going to sponsor us without naming a company that's never going to sponsor us.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, I don't want sponsored by people that are just lazy.
You know, you can't really say that either because at one point, Team 4-Star was being sued by Crunchyroll, and then Crunchyroll turned around and sponsored them on like 4 or 5 episodes on their YouTube channel. So
Yeah, that was probably a guilt sponsor though. So you look either confused or tired.
I'm not even sure what day it is anymore.
Sound like you're in an auditorium.
I'm not sure what day it is anymore.
Do you have your speaker turned off on the webpage thing for Twitch?
I hear him just fine.
Why is it echoing on mine?
I heard the echo.
Does it need to be off?
The mic? Yeah.
Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, you sound crisp. You like that? Crisp. Like a tater chip, fresh out of the baggie.
Daggum, Chad, you're already at it. Son, don't get me started on Chad again. I swear to God.
What's wrong with Chad?
Angry Vent Nation says we're here. Effing Chad messed up the servers again.
Bro, yeah, one job, Chad. One job, man.
One job.
One man.
Anyway, what's up, all you questers?
You're going to roll with that, ain't you?
Oh yeah.
Questers. I like it.
Welcome, TikTok world. Nice to have you.
Are we on TikTok again?
Bub, yes we are.
What up, TikTok?
Oh,
Don't
shit.
take us away.
Don't ban the TikTok.
I heard y'all were Chinese spies.
Listen, you've been proud of me today, Schizo.
Why is that?
So we was on our way back from my mom's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cars obviously see this coming. Cuts us off, pulls out in front of us. I was like, are you kidding me? Wife lays the horn on, which I was proud of. And then I see it hanging in the mirror. And I daggone old people. Are you kidding me? I said, listen, just at an age, it goes, boop. Gotta lose it. Can't drive worth a lick. And I said, you know what? If it's up Schizo, 65, that license is gone.
Yeah, y'all better hope I never become president.
My wife said, yeah, well, nowadays you can't even retire until you're like 65. I said, that's a pretty good time. You don't need a license to
Yeah.
drive to work.
That's exactly right. No reason to be out at 6 a.m. going to get your biscuit and slowing everybody else down.
It's true.
Go get my biscuits and gravy from the DQ.
Let me get in front of all these hardworking people who left the house an hour early to get work on time. But let me just mess that up for them.
It irks me when I have to stop at a gas station and I'm like trying to pay so I can get going, and the old people want to stand there and scratch a lottery ticket.
Oh, buddy. Screw those people.
Or they'll be standing at the register and they'll be like, I want 10 Powerball and 10 Mega Million on separate tickets. As if that matters.
They're picking
Or-
their own numbers.
They got 6 orders to take. I'm gonna buy this, and then I'm gonna buy this separately, and then I'm gonna buy a little Jim Bob stuff separately, and then they pay with their life savings in coins.
Mainly pennies.
And I'm like, don't you want to go? Because you're probably gonna die tomorrow.
Might
You're
die in
such
a
a
few
loving
seconds if you
person.
don't hurry it up.
I'm just kidding. I don't hate old people. It's just I think a lot of the times they do stuff specifically to make younger generations angry, especially out in public.
Yeah, you ever wonder if they're like, oh, I'm at that age now. Watch this, and then they just do it on purpose, just cause.
I think they do. I really
I'm
do.
going to
Just to
mean-
have a story to tell their friends.
listen.
Uh,
I hit that age. I ain't going over 40 on the 4-lane.
You ain't gonna have to worry about it because I'm gonna take your license away.
Be like, so you're gonna have to come take me down to the gas station.
You better call you an Uber.
Love you too.
You think you above the rules, son?
Kinda.
65, license gone.
I thought like if I was best friends with a guy taking the license from everybody, I was good.
Absolutely not.
I'm just gonna get somebody to give me a ride in your helicopter.
And you know what? When I become 65, I'm gonna hand mine over willingly.
Oh yeah,
'Cause at that age, I know I have no business being on the road.
I'm gonna give it to somebody that lives in Ohio.
Let me tell you something.
Not Ohio. God, anywhere but Ohio.
I just said that for Cal.
Yeah.
The working in EMS, do you know the 2 types of people who cause the most wrecks? Old people and women.
I believe that.
And
You
it's
have
not
facts
because
on that, or is that just
it's-
your opinion?
it's not because women are inherently worse drivers than men. It's because women typically can't stay off their phone while driving.
Or they're trying to put their makeup on.
And old people, elderly people, they just don't have the reaction time anymore. I mean, it's
Do you find that as facts, or is that just like schizo law?
that's schizo logic.
Oh,
It's-
Lord.
It's kind of simple mathematics when you think about
mean,
it.
There's a reason why men's insurance rate drop so much after the age of 25. Yeah, women's they keep the climb.
Wasn't you the one just complaining the other day about how your insurance keeps going higher and higher instead of lower?
My insurance is now almost $100 less than it was.
You know why his insurance goes up higher? Because they know he's on the road with all the old people and women, and they're like, he's gonna wreck. So we're gonna jack that up.
We've seen your Facebook profile. We know you don't like anybody. I mean,
Oh, that's pretty good.
it's true though. You know, women are more likely to be on their phone than men, and elderly folks just don't have the reaction time.
I can see it. I have seen it.
So,
Women are more distracted drivers than men.
so Medic's wifey has a
Can't
couple
drive worth a
comments
lick
there.
either.
She says, "I now lies, men are higher."
Lies, miss, watch Hulu on her way to work. Or did you forget about that little number right there?
Listen, just ask my kids if she can drive. Even though she
Just
does
ask-
drive everywhere now.
Hang on,
Just
she
ask
just
me if she
replied
can
again.
drive. I've been in the back seat while she was driving, feared for my
I have
life.
too, and let me tell you something. There's
He
only two
said-
people in this world that I've ever prayed hard while I was in the passenger seat. One was my mama, and the other one was Chastity.
She said, I will say Medic is a better driver than I am. However, he has had several driver's training classes. I have not.
Sounds like you need some.
To be fair, I've been giving her tips, especially with all the snow and everything. Like she's got this habit on ice. Bam, let's slam that pedal. We're sliding. Yeah, you don't gun it. You got to ease into that.
Here's a good idea when there's snow outside. Don't.
What if you're an essential employee, Schizo?
National Guard
well-
got to come get you then, huh?
We already know what happens then. Dylan will call in, and then when they call him back, like, I'll come get you. I just don't answer the phone. Like, I'm not that essential.
Oh Lord.
New
Grandma.
number. Who this?
Grandma with toe pain don't need a hepatitis panel, okay?
Are you sure her doctor may have called and said for her to go to the ER?
You know, I've heard that excuse. I don't know how many times from people.
I know that excuse drives me crazy.
Well,
I called that. My doctor said go to the ER. Oh, so did he say specifically to call 911?
Well, he said get to the ER. It's an emergency.
Your back pain of 16 years is no longer an emergency.
Listen, no lie. I was driving this Medic around, and we got called for a severe headache. We get on scene, and I ain't gonna lie to you. At first, I was like, this cat's doing the meth aerobics right now, okay? Like he's on something. That's what his headache is. And he says, "Man, my brother hit me in the head with a shovel." I said, "Oh, I guess that would cause a headache." He said, "Yeah, it's killing me." I said, "How long ago did you get hit?" He said, 2 years. I said, "You got hit in the head 2 years ago with a shovel, and you just now calling?"
What is
He
he,
said-
Little Nicky or something?
He said, "Well, it's been hurting." I said, "How hard did he hit you that you was out for 2 years?" I took him to the ER. They discharged him before he got off the cot. True stories.
oh,
Hashtag EMS life.
Bro, we should tell a story about your mama's neighbor.
Your best friend?
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Bro,
want to let
Just so you
Medic tell
know,
it.
the cops got involved on that one.
Do what?
Yeah, the cops got involved on that one for repeatedly calling and tying up resources.
I thought you meant the cops got involved because I. Go ahead and tell the story.
I've wrecked 4 times. I was another car. They were hiding their drugs as I was trying to check on them. 2 of them were deer. 1 was an elk. Can't help those.
Who said that?
My wife is trying to speak English.
No, she said
Oh.
one was another car.
Gotcha. Yeah. I know I can't read. Why do you think I work in EMS?
Just got to
Go-
be
go
able to tell colors.
Go ahead and tell the story about your mama's neighbor.
Which story?
Oh no, sweetheart, you get a 3-day government funded holiday.
Listen, when we talk about frequent flyers, this is a person that called at least twice a week.
Every bit
I
of it.
have leg pain. I can't walk, and when you pull up, they are walking outside, or they are hearing voices.
Is that gray in there? That's gray.
Anyway,
You see that?
um,
Looks good.
listen, when you work with schizo on an ambulance, to say that he's a ray of sunshine towards everybody, that's a lie.
That's an understatement.
And we get this patient, we put her in the back of the truck, and all of a sudden I've never seen this side of schizo of he was best friends with this woman. Like
We
he
gotta
is
tell
like
him.
he's like, no, honey, no, everything's fine. We're gonna take care of you. But
You
she
gotta
wants
tell
to
her
go
why.
to a
Why?
certain hospital so she can come right back home and do it all again. Schizo's mastermind plan. She's hearing voices. That's a psychiatric call. She has to go to a psychiatric hold for 3 days.
Correct.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh no, honey, we're going to take you right to where you need to be to get the help that you need." Are they going to help my back? Oh no, they're going to help them voices. They're going to have 72 hours to help them voices. So we
You
can
know
get
what?
off shift and not have to go right back there.
It got everybody 3 days of much needed peace from that woman.
That's true. And then when she got out, she started again.
Yeah. My back hurts. It's gonna hurt real bad once we hit all these bumps on the way to get in.
Listen, she was also one patient I had. Like the lack of common sense cracks me up. You got seat belts that you have to wear on this cot, and 2 of them cross your shoulders like this. And she'd slide down, and them seat belts would come up, and she'd go, "These seat belts are choking me." And I said, "Well, you should probably scoot up." And she'd kick her little feet. "They're still choking me." I was like, "Well, they're going to because you didn't scoot up."
That might have been my fault.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'd gun it from them red lights and she'd slide down the cot.
uh, we love helping people.
Speaking of helping people,
Okay.
let's navigate over to Q&A time.
We have Q&As?
We have several Q&As actually.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a new one.
Okay.
We can't read them.
I know. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna start. I feel like anyway, we're gonna start by backing up to the questions that we read on Beyond the Quest, and because as of right now, Chad, there is no way for viewers to select if they want the question to be read on Beyond the Quest or Beyond the Quest After Dark.
Okay.
To the anonymous viewer that just now, literally 30 seconds ago, submitted a question, we will get to yours, but it will be the last read. I go in the order from the oldest to the newest. So the first question says anonymous at no email. The question is for everyone. They listen on Spotify. They did not say where they listen from. And they want to know, what is your favorite type of food? And if you have any favorite type of restaurants or any particular favorite restaurants.
I went with a burger, and nothing beats a big rancher from Chili's.
What he said, I second that motion. You ain't even
Cal?
gotta ask me.
Cal?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to the steakhouse with y'all on that gourmet burger I had.
Well, can we get that bread?
Can we get that bread now?
It was a damn good burger. without the bread.
What was that restaurant we went to anyway?
It was
Longhorn.
Longhorn.
Yeah, Longhorn.
Yeah.
I think I said a good steak and Mexican restaurants, particularly Elizal's. All right. Yes, I'm sure I
Paco,
want to
what'd you
delete this
say?
question.
Steak, but you didn't have a restaurant.
Yeah, because restaurants don't often know how to cook a steak properly.
They just ain't napkins, huh?
Napkins does a pretty good job.
Okay. Next question from Anonymous at no email. This question is for everyone, and it says, what are some of your biggest fears, if you have any? That's the first part of the question. I'll let everybody answer that. Then we'll go to the second part. They listen on Spotify from Indiana.
Do we need to re-say ours?
Sure.
I went with my biggest fear is failing and letting my wife and children down.
I was gonna say failure as well. Failing my family.
Gizzo's got that look like we're gonna laugh at his answer.
If I remember correctly, that's essentially what I said as well. You know,
You can't
failing
take my
those
answer,
around me.
Taco.
Those are all very professional answers. Mine are snakes.
Oh yeah, and I
Okay.
did mention that I hate dolls.
Yep.
I can't stand dolls.
I will fight a grizzly bear, but if there's a snake involved, you are on your own.
Oh, my wife agrees with you.
That's
All right.
rare.
That's weird.
One love, Chas. I'm still taking your license away though.
I think I went with the fear as well.
You mean failure?
Fear of failure and letting my kids down, all that wonderful stuff. Second part of the question is, what are some of your goals in life and for this group?
My goal was, let's see, what did I say? For happiness, positive vibes, and for the group to grow but not lose the brotherhood that we started with.
And don't remember everything I said.
Gizzo's got that look again. I'm telling
I
you.
know I said as far as
All
the group
license
goes.
gone.
I know I said as far as the group goes, I want us to grow, but I want us to still remember to do things that benefit those who need the help, like we got started doing.
Right. Cal?
I think my life goal is to help as many people as possible. You know, community or even far away. Best I can, and for the group. Yeah, I want us to go as far as possible. It's been a hell of a journey so far,
True
and
that.
I'd like it to keep rolling.
Let's hear
Schizo?
it. Gizzo.
So,
I love his answers.
well, honestly, my goal is not to be famous. It's not to, I don't want to be out here looking for 50 million subscribers. That's probably not going to happen. It might. Who knows? It's a possibility. But I know I say a lot of crazy stuff, and I'm a idiot and whatnot. But my two main goals for this group, well, three, I guess, is to game, have a good time, and ultimately to spread the gospel as much as I can. I guess that's what I want. That's why I always say at the end of everything, John 3:16. I mean, I like I said, I know I say a lot of crazy stuff, but
Is that your life
in the
goal, too?
end, yeah, absolutely, 100%. Like, I mean, that's
I'm behind that, brother.
I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to get lifted up to heaven one day and somebody yell at me, "You knew the truth the entire time and you never told me."
true.
If this reaches 50 million people, that's 50 million people who got to hear John 3:16.
Right.
So bring it on.
I
Mine,
don't
I
have
believe.
the I don't have the recording, but in a little bit, I'll let you know about what one of my boys had a dream of. It was pretty good.
I think mine was the goals for my life is to just be able to say that I gave my kids the best possible life I could. And then goals for the group was that we keep building what we started. Number one, that we keep our brotherhood of the original members, but that we build a community that not only that we can help people in, but that they feel safe and included and have a support system behind them.
Right. Even if they just want to talk or vent, we're here for it.
Absolutely.
Damn right.
All right. Let me get rid of that one. Next question comes from John, and it was directed to Schizo EMT. They
Uh-oh.
listen on YouTube, and I was thinking the same thing, but they're from Ohio.
Oh, and I made an Ohio comment.
They said, "Hey guys, love the show. I wouldn't mind for everyone to give their feedback on this, but on the BTQ podcast, one of you guys mentioned that you are back on the ambulance. Are you glad to be doing something that you like, or have you had moments already of remembering why you left in the first place? I ask because I had a job I loved at first and I left for financial reasons, but I wasn't happy. So I went back, and I don't know if things had changed or if I had, but I've been miserable since I've come back. Is it worth staying to see if that joy is still there, or should I just move on?"
Yeah, we did mention in Monday's episode that you were back on the Boo Boo bus.
So, Schizo,
I think he
we'll
mentioned
let
it
you
on the
lead this
last
one off.
episode he was on too.
So coming back into EMS, I've been working at the hospital now for about 6 months. And first off, I am so miserable.
And he
Secondly,
doesn't hide it.
yeah, everybody that works with us knows that Dylan's ready to burn this place to the ground. But
Gonna get his pilot's license.
let's not pull that joke.
Listen, I've heard those comments a lot at the station with him.
But getting back into EMS is, even though McMedic's not there right now, it's not. I don't think it's necessarily the job that I missed. It was when you spend. We work 48-hour shifts, and when you spend that much time with people, and you do it for 5 years, even though on some days you're ready to absolutely cut somebody's throat, in the end, those people you spend.
Like a second family.
It really is. And like I said, it's not necessarily the job. Even don't get me wrong, I do love EMS. It has become a part of who I am. Okay. I still drive home from the hospital and think about EMS sometimes, like, going on that real bad call and, you know, saving a life. But I think it's more for the people that I came back for. Like, I miss, I'm name dropping. I miss, Tatiana. I miss John, you know, and surprising surprise, I miss Tony too. It's just weird, you know. I guess it's because even though
Daggone.
he
You
seemed
was
like he
homesick.
was, you have no idea, man. Like the time that I was with Tony, which Tony used to be my partner before McMedic was. He was a paramedic as well, and or he is. I felt like he was constantly on my butt about something. Very small stuff. And after being gone now for 6 months, I realized maybe Tony wasn't being that hard on me. Maybe he was just trying to push me to be a little bit better.
Vet says Schizo is love struck, but on the EMS instead of a person. That's sweet.
I think it's
100%, bro.
Amy.
Or is that Amy?
Yeah.
That's Amy.
I do. I feel like when I left EMS, I was ready to move on, but being gone from it, I realized not being there, I felt like a piece of me was gone. Like it's something that I truly miss. I love, the freedom of it. Being on an ambulance and not having a supervisor unless you need one. Like you don't get that freedom in other jobs.
That's true. So
You
what
know?
if all the aggravation and stuff that caused you leaving the first time starts up?
I mean, I know it's gonna come. Captain called me Sunday night before I even clocked into work. He said, "Hey, can you be here early Monday morning for a early morning transfer?" And I was like, "Listen, I'm taking this week off." I said, the past 2 weeks have been kind of crazy with me getting started back. I was like, "I'm gonna take this week off. I'll be back in next week." There was no issue about it. He said, "That's totally fine. I understand." And then Tony
Which
called me like
you're
30
also
seconds afterward.
juggling too, right?
Yeah, I'm still working at the Third Reich and EMS. So
so what's your advice to answer the question? Should they stay or should they move on?
it depends on what you're staying for. Are you staying because you love the job, or is it the people that make the job? Because there's a clear line there that you have to distinguish.
I think the angry vet just hit the nail on the head.
Yep. Honestly,
It,
man, if you find something you're truly passionate about, money doesn't matter. Every job has its good days and bad days, no matter how passionate you are about it. Summed up really good. And I get what you're saying. It depends what you're staying for at a job too.
I mean, like you said, the money isn't always everything. If you love what you do, the people there may not be so much of an issue
Right.
because you love what you do. You may not necessarily, be head over heels with your job, but you love the people you work with. You know,
I
and in
got you.
any case, money might not be a factor.
Got you.
I'm I'd like to go next on this one.
Go for it.
So I agree exactly with what Angry Vet said there, but I will add a caveat to that and add on to basically what Schizo said. So my passion, I strongly believe if you find a passion, just like the old saying goes, you'll never work a day in your life. If you truly love what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life. However, I truly believe my passion is dispatch. I love it. I miss it every day. I'm like Schizo. I sit back and I think about it. I miss being there. I miss the calls. I miss talking to the people. However, whenever I went back to dispatch, the people ruined it for me. And it's no disrespect to the people whatsoever. They're good people, but they were very paranoid that I was going to come back just long enough to find something better and bounce again. And in turn, it made my work life miserable because I felt like an outsider. I didn't feel included. So, my advice is whatever your job is, if you're passionate about it, truly passionate about it, but the people is what's ruining it for you, find a different company. Don't give
True.
up on your passion just because of the people.
Some people suck.
Oh, some people suck.
Cal, Taco, anything to add?
Well, I worked with my dad in construction, for 5 years, installing storefronts and glass. And it was one thing working with my dad. We'd get, put on the most ridiculous jobs, just the two of us, but we always got it done. And sometimes they would split us up, and I could be put on a different crew that they would work hard. And, I enjoyed these people, and it made, the workday a lot easier. And then you get sit on another crew who's lazy and doesn't want to do anything, and they're always upset and mad about everything, and it it, it kind of throws a wrench into the engine. It takes out all of your motivation. Yay, let's get this done, and what you're normally used to, and it sucks. You get put on working with people that don't usually work like you do, and it's terrible. I mean, I loved working with my dad and a couple other crews, but there were some that was like, all right, it's going to be a non-productive day. Yeehaw. Freaking, it sucked.
Taco, anything to
Not really. Your wife did just drop a comment. I don't do
add?
lazy people. I get along with just about anybody, but that's my line.
Yeah, it irks me when I go to a job and you have somebody there that they're just there for a check and they don't do the job the way it's supposed to be done. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, like I get the mindset of I'm only here to get paid type of thing. I know there's a lot of people who work a lot of jobs that are like that. But if you're going to be that way, at least do your job.
Right.
That's about how I am right now with Pikeville.
Just call it out by name this time.
Bro, I don't even care.
Medic, anything to add?
I don't
No,
like you.
I think all y'all pretty much crushed it. Even with Vet just dropping the mic on it. We do have ads that say they're getting ready to start. So
Speaking of ads,
here we go.
level up your website game with GoDaddy.com. Hey, adventurer, is your website still stuck in the Stone Age? Stop waving sticks around and let GoDaddy's AI powered site builder do the heavy lifting. It's like having a party of wizards in your corner, but without all the fireballs accidentally hitting your teammates. Build smarter, not harder. Choose your quest. Need a site for your stream, a shop for your epic merch? The AI has your back. With just a few clicks, your site will look so polished you'll think you looted it from the boss chest. Pro tip: you don't even need to know how to code. GoDaddy's AI Builder does it all for you, so you can spend less time stressing and more time gaming, streaming, and finally beating that dungeon. Exclusive deal alert: use the code Beyond the Quest at checkout for 30% off. That's like having a legendary discount for the price of a common potion. Ready to build your online kingdom? Head to GoDaddy.com now, because websites this easy shouldn't be mythical. GoDaddy, where your site goes from meh to VIP. Faster than you
Daggone,
can say
son.
critical hit.
Do y'all remember that GoDaddy commercial with the Danica Patrick?
She used to do a lot of
No.
them.
The original one. You know which one I'm talking about.
I don't think I do.
Where she would like unzip her little racing outfit. Bro, I was like 12 years old going to that website to see how that ended.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of hers, especially back then.
Mama's on here. She said, "Did you get paid for that one?"
Speaking of sponsors,
here
Angry
we
Vet
go.
Nation streaming just got tactical. Are you a veteran or first responder with the dream of crushing it in the streaming world? Do you have the skills to save lives but need the gear to save Princess Peach? Angry Vet Nation has your six. Angry Vet Nation is a nonprofit on a mission to equip veterans and first responders with the funding, equipment, and know-how to turn your streaming dream into reality. Whether you're the first person shooters, cozy RPGs, or just hanging out live with your community, we'll help you break into that game. Literally, not illegally. This isn't a heist. Why choose Angry Vet Nation? From mics to cameras, we'll hook you up with the latest tools you need to stream like a pro. There's no complicated civilian tech talk, just clear guidance to get you up and running fast. It's built for heroes because, let's face it, you've already conquered chaos. You've got this. Ready to go live? Let us help you swap your boots for a gaming chair and take your mission to the next level. Join the ranks of Angry Vet Nation today. Visit angryvetnation.com, angryvetnation.org, and let's make your stream explode in the best way possible. Angry Vet Nation, turning service and sacrifice into streaming success.
Somebody write this boy a check. Daggone.
I do think you didn't emphasize enough. You must be a veteran or first responder.
Yeah. There's pretty good timing. It says the ads are over too. So
Yeah, they
I
just
made
ended.
somebody cry at work.
He did.
What?
He did.
Was it an old person?
No, it was a
No.
coworker.
Oh.
Even better.
My wife
Did
says
indeed.
choose them because they're an awesome group of people who truly care about their people. Amen to that.
Absolutely.
So I got to know, who'd you make cry? Like, what'd you do? Did you punch them?
Not yet.
He said to do his job.
What?
I'm not joking.
I've heard him say that at the
Yep.
station too. So
It was Cruella DeVille I made cry.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Part of our job as phlebotomist is giving a handoff report to the next shift, just like any other medical professional has to practically do.
Mama says that don't surprise me. You always make people cry. Blunt much?
Well, he decided he was going to walk out one day, and I just had a wild hair. And I was like, "You gonna give them rovers to napkins?" And he said, "They're in there." I was like, "Okay, but it's your job to give off a handoff report." And he turned around and put his hand on his hip, flared it up real quick, and he said,
Like a peacock?
"What?" Yeah, yeah. He said, "What is your problem with me?" And I was like, "I ain't got a problem with you. I just want you to do your job." And the next morning, he came in front and cried in front of everybody. There's a grown man crying in front of people.
Why are you a bully?
I ain't bullying nobody.
Spitting the truth,
got-
huh?
So
The
wait,
You got-
truth hurts.
he waited a full day to come back in and cry to everyone that you told him to do
Yeah.
his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he spent all
100%.
night thinking of a good comeback and he couldn't come up with one, so he just started crying.
Yeah. Crying in front of a
Mama says that was said with a passion, sir.
he come in crying in front of a bunch of women. There's a grown man.
Well, are we
Okay.
sure? Are we sure?
Beta.
I mean, it's debatable, but this is age-wise, it's a man. Okay, come in and start crying.
I'm
I'm not
confused,
gonna lie
though.
to you though, it was pretty hilarious because the day that Trump signed those like 50 some executive orders, Schizo comes in, he goes, DEI's gone, baby. I said, what?
I'm confused. I thought Cruella DeVille was on the truck now.
No, he dropped
he
out.
quit. Want to know why?
You? Yeah, I figured.
The thing is, he decided that if he did pass his EMS class, that he was going to go to Pike County and work with Joey's older brother. I'm sorry, Napkin's older brother. So he'd have went over there and immediately started talking crap about me and him.
Oh.
And Taco would have been like, "That's my brother."
No, the funny thing is, we have a lot of the students from that class right now.
Yeah.
When they said one dropped out, and they were trying to be nice about the way they were saying, I said, wait a minute. Let me see if I can guess who this person is, because I wasn't there the day that they all started doing runtime. He showed up one time, and I wasn't there when he showed up. And I start describing this guy just based off of what you and Napkins have told me. And every one of those
Everybody knew.
students, their eyes were getting bigger and bigger, and they go, wait, did you meet us that first day? And I said, no, but I've heard all about him. And I've also heard him called Cruella DeVille. And they all lost it, and they go, that's the perfect description for him.
Mama says, "Oh, my other passionate son."
You're welcome.
Passionate?
All right, gents.
More blunt than passionate.
Before the ad break, we did have a couple. We were in the middle of Q&A. We got a couple more questions to get through. One of them, if the person that dropped the last question, which was about 30 seconds before we went into Q&A, if you want to go back and actually add a question, I mean, I think you're just wanting advice, but it's not 100% clear. So
I hope you don't want advice.
This next one comes
I love
from
your advice.
Anonymous. They say this question is to be addressed by everyone. They listen on Twitch. Shout out to Anonymous on Twitch.
Woo.
They listen from Kentucky. And they
Oh.
say, first off, so this is going to be a multi-parter. So we'll go with the first part of it. They say, first off, what did everyone want to be when they were growing up and why?
I wanted to be a veterinarian. What I wanted to be. I want to take care of animals.
And
That's
why?
beautiful.
I like animals better than people.
Fair.
Didn't work out. Rolled the punches. Wasn't in the plans that the big man gave me.
I still love animals more than people, but when I was growing up, I wanted to be an archaeologist because I was into dinosaurs and stuff growing up.
You know,
You know,
That's my son that throws cats. To be
Yeah.
fair, that was Taco's cat.
and he's
I
fine.
didn't mean to dig
He's
him up.
13 now.
Oh shit.
You were going to be an archaeologist?
Yeah, I was so interested of people digging up things from the past. You know,
I like that because I had an interest in archaeology I still do.
yeah,
So
that was.
I'm with you there.
I think that was my first passion, to be honest.
The only
It
time I was
really
interested
cool.
in that, I was hoping I was doing that, and then I saw a real dinosaur because I watched Jurassic Park.
So I'm
And then you met a woman who dug up the past. They're professional archaeologists.
so I'm actually like Cal in that sense. That was my first goal. I wanted to be an archaeologist, but that's because at that point in time I was still pretty young, like 10, maybe 11. And I
Yeah,
thought archaeology was like Indiana Jones. That you
yeah.
raided temples for lost artifacts and stuff.
I
Just going around with a whip.
was
So
still super young like that too. I was like, yeah, man, we could figure out what happened here a long time ago.
Peepaw, I'm believing Peepaw's comment may have been aimed towards Schizo. And
Mhm.
Here we go.
That's why he likes older women, huh?
Huh? You think I got to dig them up or something?
Oh, this is
I'll-
going to be embarrassing, but I always wanted to be a manager of a Walmart with a McDonald's in it, with a side job as a bus driver.
You got to aim high, you know what I'm saying?
Couldn't tell you why, but that's what I wanted.
Ooh.
Yeah, you was just dogging on Walmart. I bet if you was running it, it wouldn't have been that way, huh?
You daggum right, son. You daggum right.
I think we've discovered the root of why Napkins loves these simulator games. He gets to live out all those dreams one at a time.
All right, Schizo. Let's move on. What did you want to be growing up and why?
I wanted to be a gangster.
Is that why the hair was always gelled back?
Dead serious. I wanted to be
mafioso?
a gangster. Yeah, but not like some, crack dealing gangbanger.
No, you
I wanted to be like Don Corleone.
like the mafia.
Yeah, 100%. I wanted to be a gangster when I was a kid.
Why?
Organized crime.
Who wouldn't want to be a gangster? I mean,
Mama
think about
said,
it.
Just kill him.
All right, second part of this question.
Wait, did Taco answer? Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh.
answered.
I was probably laughing too hard. Go on.
Second part of this question says, secondly, I need advice on knowing what to. Secondly, advice on knowing what you want to do with your life, but don't know what to do because you're still trying to find yourself again.
Ooh, that's deep.
I feel like we should name this Beyond the Quest Therapy.
Hey, we just said that we wanted to build a community where people could come to us about anything and everything. I
help
feel like that's what
others.
they're doing.
The best advice that I can give towards that: run after God and let Him put everything in place. Follow His lead and make sure that that's what He's wanting, and then everything works out.
Good advice. Mama says amen.
Mic drop from Super Mario Cousin. What up?
Glad to see him here this evening.
Next.
I'm
I
still
forgot.
trying to find mine. But,
Still trying to find where'd you put it in your pocket?
well, I think mine is being able to help a lot of people as much as I can. You know, I do as much as possible, but I have plans for making this much bigger. If I could find that, it's going to be great for the Valley.
Mama said
And
you're trying to find your mic.
I hate calling it Ohio Valley because Ohio.
No hate to, was it John from Ohio?
No hate at all.
Just learn how to drive. That's all we're gonna say.
Yes, please.
I think you'll know. I think you'll know when you're supposed to be, who you are, and where you're supposed to be. Okay. Like, look at me. I know I was born to be awesome. Here we are, baby.
Wow.
Yay, I'm mediocre.
What?
Nothing.
Mediocre.
I'm going to pretty much double down on what Medic said and just agree with him. Run after God, focus on God, put all your faith in God, and let Him lay your path before you. He'll show you what you're supposed to do. He'll help you find yourself. You just got to trust in Him and trust in His plan.
Who
And
sounds
because of y'all-
distinguished, Mama?
Because of y'all, I've been trying to find that.
And don't be getting in your car and going to McDonald's at 6 a.m. to get biscuits.
You can find it, brother.
Taco?
It ain't that hard to find, actually.
It really ain't. Anything to add, Taco?
I really don't know that there's much more I can add to that other than if you don't already have a relationship with God, all it takes is to start seeking.
I've been seeking.
Yeah, you just got to start seeking, and you start to recognize His voice as you search for Him. You start
I've
to
been
know when
hearing
He's
it.
speaking to you.
Yeah, I've been
Listen.
hearing it and I've
Oh my
been
Lord.
feeling it.
Guys, I'm excited right now.
Mama says Cal sounds so distinguished, not Taco Bell.
Our Q&A is blowing up in real time. We just had 3 more questions submitted.
I
I'm
love
so
the
excited
Q&A
right now.
time, man.
Oh man.
All right. So whoever submitted this question is still listening because they said, yes, advice, please. It limited my message to 500 characters, so I had to shorten it. So this is
Yeah.
the same
Ain't
person.
that's your and Chad's fault,
Oh,
man.
that's 500 letters. I thought it was 500 words. I was like, daggum, you writing a college essay, son.
That is the this is the same person. They were just clarifying. So they are listening right now live. Welcome, anonymous person, because it is anonymous. This question is for everyone, and they're asking for advice, and here's their situation. My boyfriend accuses me of cheating. He gets mad when I wear perfume or makeup when going to work, asking me who I'm trying to impress. We fight constantly over the little things. I recently treated him the same way that he has been treating me, and he broke up with me, saying I was trying to control him. We're back together now because 5 years is a long time to give up, and I'm very shy about meeting new people. I just hate the thought of having to start all over again. I just wish he was proud of me and liked when I looked nice and stuff.
I don't mean this mean, but you missed your chance when going back. Why go back?
Right?
Like, you were obviously not happy in it. Get out of it. That is nothing but controlling. I don't like controlling at all. And there's an old saying of the one blaming is usually the one doing. So if he is constantly accusing of cheating and stuff, he's probably feeling guilty about something he's doing. My advice it may be 5 years, but that's 5 years you can't get back. Don't stay in it and lose longer time. Get out of it and find happiness.
I gotta agree with that. I can tell you from experience, usually if they're accusing you of something, it's because they're guilty of it.
Yeah. I'm a taco. Quit smoking meth.
What?
To quit smoking meth.
Quit smoking meth?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Um,
Took me a
Mama
second. You
says-
completely took me by surprise there.
Mama says that's abuse, and absolutely, it is. Not only is it mental abuse, but it's also emotional abuse. What he's doing to you and what he's putting you through. I'm assuming you're her, considering you put on perfume and makeup, but you know, you never know. But anyway,
DEI is gone.
anyway, whatever your situation, if that's what you're going through, there's no way that you're happy. And I feel like that you pretty much admitted to not being happy by saying that you're only there because you're shy about meeting new people and the thought of starting all over again scares you. It can be scary, but
I'm sorry, Schizo killed me. I didn't mean to interrupt you laughing.
it can be scary, but me and Medic and Taco have all three been through it. It's doable. It's 100% doable, and it's worth it to find your happiness. And you will find your happiness, even if it just means doing it solo for a while.
Truth. Let's hear it, Schizo.
No comment.
Really?
Well, I mean, I can't really ever recall where I've ever accused somebody of cheating, but I can't say that I haven't put myself in positions where I was the one somebody was cheating on somebody with. Now, granted, the majority of those times I was unaware that that person was married. There's been times when I was aware that they were married. So, but that person is gone now. I don't do that. You know,
What's your advice?
my advice?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting on.
Well, what was the question?
He's outing himself here, and he wasn't even paying attention.
Boyfriend accuses them of cheating, asking them who they're trying to
Mama says you
impress
should
anytime they
expect
put
no
on makeup.
comment.
Anytime they put on makeup or perfume before going to work. They fight constantly. They tried to give their boyfriend the same medicine, and in turn, he broke up with them, saying that they were just trying to control them. So they broke up, then ended up going back together.
I think
like
if
a
there's
little-
no trust, there's
because
no
they
relationship.
they are
Ooh.
shy and are nervous about meeting new people.
We also just got another comment that is a different perspective. Sometimes we ask questions / accuse about things that we already know the answer to. Maybe he knows and she's hiding something.
Dadgum, who said that one?
Pete Bull. What up,
Do
Pete?
you know? Do you know Pete Bull?
No, first time chatter actually.
Welcome to the show, Pete.
Yeah, I suppose sometimes that is the case, but if we're going on good faith here and assuming that we were given all the relevant information there, odds are this boyfriend's up to something and that's why he's trying to control her. Otherwise, I don't know why he would want to get back with her if he already knew she was up to something when he broke up with her.
I kind of want to add
Well-
on to that, and I kind of want to add on to my answer as well and say you can't have any relationship without trust and communication.
Right.
And if he is accusing you just because you're putting on perfume or putting on makeup before you go to a job, he don't trust you.
Go to work
And
looking like a crackhead. See what he says then.
it's never gonna work if there's no trust.
Cal, you got
I
advice?
mean,
Yeah, there's no relationship without trust. I understand there's some jobs where you want to look nice. Say you're a secretary, you're dealing with people all day, you want to smell nice. It's one thing, but you get into a relationship and hopefully the bare minimums of what the other is doing. But if there's no trust, yeah, that's failure upon arrival.
True, true. I will say, like, okay, hang on. We got some comments. Wife says, my thing is women wear makeup and perfume. Pete says, if she's dolling up like never before, she's up to something. Or something's up.
Okay, I get where he's coming from with that one. If they're
Right.
suddenly putting all this extra effort into things out of the blue, yeah, they probably are up to something. If this is just like simple things like, putting on lipstick and spray of perfume that they normally would wear to go out for anything, then it's trying to control the behavior.
It also makes me wonder, like, does she wear the makeup and perfume when she's out with him?
Right.
And I
They
think
are
a lot
still
of it
listening.
also comes back down to when you're in a relationship, you should be able to sit down like two adults and have a conversation like adults. And if you can't, then you're not going to be able to build anything anyway.
They are still listening because they said, to clarify, I'm not cheating. I don't have time for more than one man.
What's that supposed to mean?
All right, this next question, I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and steer us on to the next one here. This question is directed toward McMedic.
Uh-oh.
This just came in the middle of Q&A.
Uh-huh.
It is anonymous, and it
Anonymous.
said, "You said to follow God and go where He leads" in a previous answer to the Q&A segment.
Yes.
What about trying to find your calling?
How do you find your calling?
What about trying to find your calling? That's what it
I
said.
think it's both in the same.
Like, you can kind of look at, and are they talking about like a spiritual calling, or are they talking about like a career calling, like what to do with their life?
They're gonna have to clarify because that's all it says, bro.
Um, as far as spiritual callings, the Bible tells you in Corinthians to seek out the gifts, pray and to pray for the callings. He also says, interpretation is more important than being having speaking in tongues and diverse tongues and things, because the gifts edify. And so when it comes to like spiritual callings, seek them. Like, and it's not that you're like limited to more than one. I mean, there's gifts of faith and gifts of healing and miracles, and I think you seek them. Let him give you, be an open vessel for him to use. As far as seeking as a calling, as in like a career wise, learn what your passions are, what careers line up with those passions, and then go after them. If they start working out, and seek God the whole time. If they work out, they work out. If they don't work out, shift gears, because you can't stay stagnant in one spot. Stagnant water stinks.
So sad.
Indeed.
Get that mic drop.
We need to make a emote of a mic drop.
I know. I thought about that. I want to make a schizo emote too. I don't know why. Mike has indeed been dropped.
All right, so let me do one more refresh before we move on.
Oh.
That is it currently for the Q&A. Don't forget, if you want to submit a Q&A, you can do so at beyondthequest.com and hit the contact us button. Fill out the form. You can obviously remain anonymous. That is not a required field. We learned from our anonymous viewer that you are limited to 500 characters. So if you need to break it up into 2, that's fine as well. Chad, maybe get on fixing that once you fix your servers. If you
Hang
don't
on,
like
Chad.
visiting websites, if they're not your thing, you can send an email to info@beyondthequest.com or btq@slimchancegaming.com.
And for any new listeners, we literally will talk about anything and everything. Like
Right.
there is nothing off the table. Even if you just need to vent and need somebody to listen, that's what we're here for.
Yep. No topic.
Absolutely.
No topics.
I
Too
guess I
far
was doing a
first.
weird smile right now.
And if we do have time and you're listening right now and you want to submit something, that's fine. We'll try and get back to it. We'll try and circle back before the end of the show. If we don't have time, we will catch it on the next episode.
A shout out to Cal for the sub. Appreciate it, brother.
Hey,
That's a 6 out of 10, homie.
That is true, Medic's wifey. If they
Yeah.
want to be a part of the show, they can even request that, and we're willing
Yes.
to work it out
Yes,
to
we will
bring them
make
in.
things happen. Even if you just want to be a keyboard warrior and hate on us,
Yeah, if
I'm
you
down
want to,
for it.
you want to join us just to try and yell at us, go for it. You probably won't like the outcome, but you are more than welcome.
Says the man with no camera.
That is not my fault.
Anyway, we can try and do the refresh thing throughout the episode if any more come in while we're live.
Hey, Chad.
Uh-oh.
Why don't we try? I don't know if this is even possible, but is it possible that we can put a chat bot on the website that I can monitor while we're live so that they can chat into us without giving us their name or anything like that for these real-time questions like this? Is that something that we can work out?
That'd be cool. It is Taco's birthday. You are right.
This is true.
Happy birthday.
Really?
You.
You?
Somebody else is supposed to take over. Let's hear it, Cal.
Happy birthday to you, Taco.
I'm telling you, he makes my liver quiver.
Happy birthday to you. I love you,
There we
man.
go.
Mr.
Absolutely.
President.
Chad
Baby, lock
says,
the door and turn the lights down low.
Chad says absolutely. So there's an update for you guys. Next
Mama
episode.
says let the distinguished one sing, so she wants Cal sing.
No, it's not me.
You are the distinguished one. Listen, I told Cal one day we was playing. Was it Vermintide?
Oh, it was.
And he was reading the quest, and I told him I could just sit and watch a stream listening to him read. And I knew what it was. I was reading the same thing, but I was like,
I wish
whole
I
time.
could have heard it.
oh.
I could speak it, but it sounds differently to me.
That's not even a voice changer.
No.
What are you yawning for?
It doesn't matter what time I go to bed or what time I wake up. I'm always sleepy.
Yeah, I think I slept like 30 minutes last night. I was at the hospital at 6 this morning. My little girl had her knee surgery.
I can sleep 8 hours and get up and be ready to go back to sleep an hour later.
Yeah. I can't. Think of who you were asking. What did I miss?
I'm a little confused too, Mama.
I missed something. Anyways. Fellers, anything on the brains?
We got
Yawning
50
one?
people on our
Oh, yeah.
website right now.
Do what?
We got 50 people on our website right now.
That's cool.
Ah,
The
We're
one
kind of a
yawning.
big deal.
Think of the one that you're asking. Why is he yawning? Yeah, I got you. I mean, it's somebody can't just be as awesome as we are, and that's stuff's contagious, man. They gotta go see where it comes from.
Schizo, anything on the brain tonight? I shouldn't have asked you that, but go ahead. Anything on your brain?
Not really.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty
I find
empty.
that very hard to believe.
Cal,
Uh,
if I'm not mistaken, last week you said I'm gonna come with some hard questions.
Yeah, I tried to think some things up, but it failed.
Just step
I,
on the loading screen.
I didn't have pen and paper.
That's some of the hardest questions that I think we've ever been asked. Pal.
He's on dial up.
Somebody picked up the phone.
Yeah. No,
I got some.
All right, yeah.
All right,
Schizo.
you go
Do y'all
first because I
remember-
got one that you're gonna love.
Do y'all remember when Vet asked us? I think it was the first episode. What our favorite, or if we had a superpower, what would it be?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do that again.
Okay.
Okay, you go first, McMedic. What was yours?
Mine was invisibility.
Okay, Joey. I'm sorry. I'm so used
I'm
to
gonna
saying your
kick
name,
you off this daggum stream.
bro. It's
Don't
kind of
tempt
hard
him.
when you ain't ever online besides this, and then I always see you at work, and I can't call you by your gamer tag at work.
I
Oh,
Okay,
you
would.
could.
I think you
I
need to
would.
start doing that. Just
They'll be like, "Who is napkins?"
what was yours?
Mine was the ability to read minds.
Okay, Cal, what was yours?
The first one was fly. The second one was heal.
Okay, and Taco, yours was flying as well.
Yep.
Well, I remember mine was I wish I had the power to take away other people's abilities.
Yes, I
But
remember this very well.
I've got a better one.
oh Lord.
Okay, I
Let's
would
hear it,
want my
Dr. Doom.
power. I would want my power to be the ability to give side effects to your powers.
To give side effects to the powers.
Side effects. Okay, McMedic wants to be invisible, and that would be fine. His side effect would be A, he has to be completely nude to do it, and B, anytime he walked in front of a reflective surface, the people could see him.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one.
What about flying?
Flying for Taco, his would be A, his butt would whistle the entire time he flies. And B, anytime he took flight, NORAD would see it as a foreign object and chase him down with jets.
Okay. What about cows?
So I'd have a butt whistle.
No. Cows, yours would be the fact, yours would actually only have one as flying. All stinging insects would see you as a threat and chase you the entire time you're in
What
the
about
air.
his power of healing?
It would heal, but it would immediately become infected like a week later.
Fair enough.
And reading minds?
Reading minds would be that he could only read half of what they're thinking.
I see.
First
So
half
he-
of the sentence.
He'd be like, she'd be thinking, oh gosh, I hope he goes. And he thinks goes in for a kiss, but really she says, I hope he goes away.
So another
Or he has
Oh.
complete dyslexia. He hears go in for a kiss. But
He can read minds, but he's dyslexic.
yeah,
Oh, good
so
God.
there's another podcast that I've listened to that does sort of this type of thing. And
the wife says he's been thinking this whole podcast, and this is what the deep thoughts
100%.
were.
so in that other podcast, they refer to themselves as the offenders because all of their side effects were pretty horrific.
Yeah.
Like flying, to be able to fly, it was nothing but racial slurs. But I brought this up because the reading minds one was a power somebody picked. And I absolutely loved the the second part of it is they can read anybody's mind except their spouse, who is able to read their mind instead.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
I'm in danger.
Oh, now you see why I enjoy hearing Schizo. This is
I
why we
mean-
miss you, bro.
Yeah, that would suck to be invisible and be like, yeah, I got it made. You're gonna like sneak in behind a strip club or something, and there's a bunch of mirrors, and they see you. You know?
It's a bird. It's a plane. No,
Yeah,
that's
there goes-
Taco.
There's Taco and NORAD right behind him with two F-18 Raptors.
My wife says that would be dangerous, but maybe I know where to pick to eat.
What?
I think we would
About the
stop
spouse
using our
being able to read
superpowers.
minds.
Oh,
To be fair, last time the one pick where we eat should doomed mankind.
yeah, you 100% right. That's why I don't ever know where to eat.
I'm never gonna eat an apple again.
Oh, it says ads are going to be playing in 20 seconds. You going to have them commercials
Oh,
ready?
daggum, I got to make another one.
Making another
You
one.
slacker.
He'd stay off his phone. He might have been ready.
I wasn't on my phone. Thank you.
Oh, you've killed me. I was fine until I went to hit this vape and I heard butt whistle.
By far, McMedic and Taco got it the worst out of everybody.
Imagine a
Okay.
naked guy just shooting, flying across the screen with a butt
McMedic,
whistle.
McMedic be in Walmart, thinking he's got it made, and every time he passes in front of like one of them shiny little price tag things, and all you see is a naked dude walking.
Why are you taking your clothes off? I'm getting invisible.
Yeah.
What was that movie? What is that movie? The Ben Stiller one about the superheroes?
Mystery Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Sphincter.
Schizo just wants to see Medic naked.
Who said that?
Who says he ain't?
All I see is a naked guy flying with
They did work together for quite a
There's
while.
I like how
There's a
Cal's
lot of-
combining two of the powers together now for his mental image.
Yeah, that
Oh.
would suck too. You'd be flying and always getting chased by like honeybee or wasps and stuff. Yeah, because they see you as a threat.
Oh, it says ads are playing napkins. Let's hear it.
GoDaddy, because your website deserves more than just coming soon. Hey, you, the one who's been saying I should really make a website for like 5 years now. Well, guess what? GoDaddy just made it easy. Even your grandma could build a website between bingo rounds. Meet the GoDaddy AI website builder. It's like having a personal web wizard who doesn't judge your terrible design choices. Just tell it what you need and boom, your site is live faster than you can say, why didn't I do this sooner? No coding required because let's be real, you don't have time to learn HTML when you're busy dominating at life. Professional looking design so your site won't look like it was made in 2004. Built-in tools like SEO, marketing, e-commerce, it's like having an army of tiny website minions working exclusively for you. Exclusive deal for our listeners. Use code BeyondTheQuest at checkout and get 30% off because saving money is always a pro move. Go to GoDaddy.com now and finally make that website happen. Your future self will thank you.
Still got 40 seconds.
It says 15 on my side. Daggum.
Sorry, I was flying.
We gotta give Angry Vet Nation one.
I'm working on it. Angry Vet Nation, because you've served enough. Now it's your time to stream. Attention heroes, you face the battlefield, the firehouse, and the mean streets, but now the real challenge begins. Setting up your stream without throwing your PC out the window. That's where Angry Vet Nation comes in. We're a nonprofit dedicated to getting veterans and first responders the funding gear, and support they need to break into the world of streaming without breaking the bank or their patience. What we do, we hook you up with pro level streaming equipment, teach you how to go live without cursing out the router, build a community of vets and first responders who truly get it. So whether you want to game, chat, or just rant about how back in your day multiplayer meant split screens and actual eye contact, we've got your six. Ready to join the ranks? Visit angryvetnation.org now and let's get your combat boots to Twitch boots. Angry Vet Nation, because the only thing you should be fighting now is bad Wi-Fi.
Nice. All right, napkins. You're gonna enjoy this because I'm
Oh,
gonna do
Lord.
this live. You see this?
Ugh.
Oh man, the
You see this?
Dr. Pepper.
I don't wanna. How bad is it?
Which kind is it?
The
This
blackberry.
is the new blackberry sugar zero. Bro, that's seltzer water. That is seltzer water. Why would you make me try that? Yeah, you better turn this camera around.
Heard you wouldn't.
Oh, shit.
Golly, that was terrible. And I thought Dr. Pepper was already bad.
You
You
shut
take
your
that
mouth.
back. You take that back.
Yeah,
Are you? Oh yeah, Schizo
I'm
is
with
a Dr.
Medic.
Pepper lover too.
You hose dragger.
How dare you?
Oh, that's too far.
That is way too far, sir. That was very, very rude. Probably the meanest thing you've ever said to me my entire life.
There are some things we just don't speak of, and that's one of them.
Sugar-free Robitussin. That was just bad. I don't even like Dr. Pepper. That was just bad. Like really bad.
I am the Dr. Pepper man.
Why they need 23 flavors?
Schizo.
Mm.
What's the best drink that you can have during a horrible shift at the black hole of death?
I'll tell you right now, it's ice cold Dr. Pepper.
No. No, negative.
Uh-uh.
Negative.
Yep.
Yeah. You know who else don't like Dr. Pepper?
Men?
Communists. Communists. I bet y'all like Pepsi.
I like Coke.
Yeah.
I'm much more of a coffee drinker.
Yeah, we know.
I don't
You
even really
terrorists.
drink Coke. I just drink Monsters and water.
Seems healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drink water and alcohol. Also healthy.
There's the real health fanatic right there.
For anybody watching, everybody does need to wish Taco a very happy birthday in the chat. That'd be awesome.
Happy birthday, Taco Bell.
Happy Hatch Day, brother.
That's right. Hatch Day.
All right. For the thing I was going to bring up, Schizo's going to love this. He's going to take off with it. Amber Spradlin.
Oh Lord.
Nope. Not getting into that. Just get me killed.
Listen, they're not even doing jail time.
Wait, are you serious? The
dentist
ruled
is
on it?
working. The third one that helped be an accomplice to it is back at college.
I knew they had all got out on bail.
What about the one that did it?
They are trying to work on him, on getting him out.
Are they out on bail? Because just
The,
out on bail means that they're free to be on their own until it comes time to.
They're letting
And
the accomplice go back to college to his classes to attend all of his classes. And the dentist gets to go out and work.
You telling me there ain't enough conspiracy in.
We next, bring it on. Bring it on. It
We
absolutely,
speak the truth. Let
listen,
go.
it grinds my gears. Okay, the system is so garbage.
Bro, what's
Everybody
the
can go.
disclaimer say? What's the
Everybody
disclaimer
can
say?
go
Let it
commit
rip.
murder and help with it, and they ain't even got to have the full consequences from it.
Well, when you say the truth, you get in trouble. No, thank
Listen, I think
you.
it's pitiful.
It
I ain't
is.
getting into this, boys. Okay.
I,
You
It's,
love
I'd like to
conspiracies.
stay away.
I do,
away
but this
from this.
conspiracy hits a little too close to home. Okay.
Well,
Y'all gonna call me one day and y'all gonna be like, Schizo ain't answered his phone in like 3 days. We better go over there and see what's going on. You're gonna come over here and you're gonna find everybody in my house been shot.
it wouldn't surprise me. Like Schizo ain't answered messages in a week, so
Schizo, are you saying that you're scared of man?
Who?
Oh,
Is that what you're saying right now?
What do you mean scared of man?
no
You should fear
weapon
no
formed
man.
against me shall prosper.
they aren't. They are supposed to be on house arrest, but they are allowing them to go places. The family hired a PI to try and get the unaliver out of jail. The other two are on house arrest, but going to work in a restaurant next to his job and school. How is that even remotely justice?
That's that privilege and self entitlement I've been hearing about for many years.
Listen,
I've
this
never
woman was
seen-
stabbed how many times? And the blade broke off. That's just complete hate and anger to do such a thing. And then I still got to go. We're going to help you clean it up because we don't want you to go to jail. You're just as guilty. Don't care how you want to spin it. They all three should be rotten.
And that's that white privilege we've heard about all our lives. I guess we never got the cards.
Yeah, I've never seen it in my life. I wanted to revoke mine a
Mine's
long time
defective.
ago. I wanted to give it to somebody because it was useless. Yeah, I
I don't
have
know,
no
man.
idea about
I
this
think it's
case.
pitiful.
It
And
is.
I'm sorry, but I gotta go back a few paces. The whole weapons formed against me shall not prosper. There are thousands of Christians murdered in the Colosseum in Rome who thought the same thing, but those swords did them in just as easily.
Yeah, and they
I'd
beat
like
you.
to remind you.
They can beat you to glory too.
Well, I mean, that's fine, but I still don't want to deal with it. I don't want somebody to come in my house and blow me away because of the conspiracy theory that I've come up with turns out to be true.
You do
God
have a big
forbid you said the
conspiracy
truth.
theory behind it. For anyone that does not know about the story, I'm pretty sure all you have to do by now is Google Amber Spradlin.
Yep.
And it's heartbreaking for the family, and I think the system in general. I don't even know why we have it. It's pathetic. Yes, my wife did read a story earlier that got her fired up. I'll have to see if I can find it to read it. Or sometimes when she talks, I just kind of let her talk.
Good man.
Yes, the board worker. You are indeed right.
Which one? Because last I seen there was two.
This one says earlier this year, one of the Floyd County School District employees was indicted on charges of rape and sodomy. Thursday, he entered a plea guilty on amended charges for the decades-old allegations. John Martin, an employee of the district, was indicted by the grand jury in March, charged with first-degree rape and first-degree sodomy after being accused of sexually assaulting a former student between 95 and 97. Shauna Apsher, who was 17 years old and a student at Garth Vocational High School, also known in the Floyd County area as the Technology Center, said she endured years of abuse at the hands of Martin. Sharing her victim impact statement during Thursday's sentencing, I did not have a normal childhood. I was being raped and sodomized for 2 years in the classroom during school with the lights out, said Apsher. Mr. Martin was my history teacher for 2 years. He changed my life forever. He altered my whole personality, my whole who I am. She said Martin, over the course of those years, asked for special hugs, forcing her to perform oral sex on him almost every day, took her virginity, and filmed the act to use as blackmail. She said he would go on to sodomize her for years and share desires to do the same with other students. Now I will live the rest of my life with the psychiatric issues of rape and sodomy that came from the person of trust and power. She said, you stole my self esteem and you destroyed it. So here I am years later, broken, trying to rebuild what you took from me. And just to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else, I felt so small and so dirty when you raped me, and I'm still trying to clean the garbage off of me that you put on me. After sharing her story, Judge Ronnie Ray Harris asked Absher to verify the plea deal that was reached and is the deal she agreed during mediation. However, she said she was told following the mediation that she had to agree to admit charges or the case would be dismissed. Asked for clarification from the assistant Commonwealth attorney. She said the laws are different now, so the misdemeanor charge was brought to the table with the age of the events in mind because the Commonwealth would not be able to prove the forcible compulsion element of the original charges or rape and sodomy in the trial setting. Martin accepted the plea deal, pleading guilty to sexual misconduct, and was sentenced to 12 months probation and 24 months of no contact with Absher or any Myers. If this would have happened today, you'd be looking at several years in the state penitentiary, said Harris. Absher and her family say they are not happy with the slap on the wrist, and they want to see Martin registered on the sex offender list. However, Absher hopes that the case will put the realities of sexual abuse in the school system in the spotlight. I hope God can forgive you because I can't, said Absher. Thursday morning, officials with the school county district said Martin was still an employee, but they released a statement about the sentencing Thursday afternoon.
Mama posted a comment there, goes along with it. There is also supposedly a letter that she wrote to his wife begging her to leave him.
Bum, bum, bum.
See, that's my problem with allegations from decades ago, is it's really hard to prove what the actual situation was, and it makes you wonder how they can come to a just verdict about a lot of stuff like that.
But what caught me on it was he agreed to plead guilty to it.
Yeah, that does tell you there was at least something going on there.
He has been at the school events this year too. I have seen him there. Why wait 25 years? Good question. Y'all so silent now.
I got a very big opinion on people who do atrocious things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
Well, I think if you commit murder in cold blood, you should be charged the same. Why do you get a life sentence while your victim was given death?
Right. So you're kind of on
Um,
like the Texas ground of it all.
I this was just my take on things for past decade.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be eye for an eye. If you go out and commit murder in cold blood, you forfeit life, sadly, and I would rather you don't get $250,000 a year to keep you in prison. It's not fair. You just go out and murder somebody, It's not fair when you get life when you gave them death.
Right.
You know, I hate the thought of that, but there's, I think if murder was given a, you know, a death sentence if you were committed, and if you're charged with cold-blooded murder, convicted, you know, why does your victim get a much more sentence than you? You
I
know,
see what you're saying.
I just hate that.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you get a life sentence and you gave the death sentence to another. It's just not fair.
He retired from teaching and was a bus driver. When he was first charged, he was transferred to the board as a custodian.
Now, to go along with what Cal's saying, it's kind of like me. I'm in favor of if you are charged with murder and convicted, you have a set amount of time to file an appeal to try and get it overturned. If you fail, oh well. Like it needs to have a set time limit to it. There shouldn't be this no, I'm going to just keep appealing it 30 times for the next 10
Yeah,
years
yeah.
and
I've
still get life in prison out of it.
I've s- I've seen all these people on death row, and they'll still go to prison for 30, 40 years.
With a meal,
Yeah,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner and everything.
it's taxpayer money. It's not fair. When they gave somebody who was innocent a death sentence.
Well,
You know,
that's like, not too long ago, there was a shooting in our area. Um, we lost a lot of really good cops, a lot of really good people. And, at the time, the guy got taken into custody and was being processed in jail. And I really struggled with it because I was like, that's not, even if he gets life in prison, that's not the same. I mean, he's still going to live his life out in prison.
yep, eye for an eye. It used to be the thing a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. After that event, that's where I said, after his trial and everything, that was a case where Kentucky needed to bring old Sparky out of retirement and use it one more time.
Yeah, it's just not fair.
Right.
Which that was one of the orders that Trump issued this past week, is that he is reinstating the death penalty for capital crimes and stuff, and he's ordering all prisons that have inmates on death row for capital punishments, federal crimes that warranted the death penalty, to get a move on getting it scheduled.
I mean, I think that's a good move. You know,
So, speaking of Trump, with him passing all this stuff that he's passing and everything, there's a lot of hate going on online right now about him.
I bet you.
And a lot of it's dealing with the whole immigrant situation.
Yeah.
And all the hate is because there are children that will also have to be deported and that it's not fair to them. Thoughts on
Well,
that?
well, the children can go with the parents. I mean, it sucks that it ends this way, but we've been taken advantage of for far too long.
I agree.
You know, our country's in shambles right now, and you know, I think it'd be the best thing.
I don't know where Skisson went.
People had some comments there.
I agree with one appeal within a year, then carry it out, but they will file suit for inhumane treatment.
Oh, I'm sure. There's already groups that are trying to file lawsuits over the repeal of DEI hiring and things like that, and over the deporting illegal immigrants and all that.
See, I've seen a couple things today. Constitution, constitutional rights. You don't have constitutional rights unless you're an American legal
An American
citizen.
citizen.
Yeah, other if you're not a legal citizen, you have humanitarian rights, which you are granted plus, but you do not fall under the Constitution. You know
I
that's
just
an
don't
American
understand
thing.
why America gets so hung up on helping all the immigrants and everything that they can when we can't even help the veterans that live on the street.
I have an opinion on that. It
Let's
may
hear it.
be a fact. Um, the past 4 years, you know, I call it an invasion. The amount of people illegally pouring across the border and they're getting freebies from sanctuary cities.
Yeah.
I think it was all part of trying to land a vote for the other side, the Democrat Party. They hand things out free, and it's just no good for actual Americans.
I get it.
Yeah, in my
Napkins, you've been
opinion,
quiet.
Um, I don't know. I mean, I agree with I agree with a lot of what he's done. I agree with we I mean we don't have a choice. We're gonna have to, if we keep letting the illegal immigrants stay here and keep mooching off of us, then we're never going to get ahead as a nation. Um, but as far as all the other hate that he's getting already, it happens with every president. It's going to happen with every president,
Yeah.
especially whenever it comes to executive orders. I seen somebody that was talking about the executive orders, and they said, it doesn't matter. It could be an executive order that every person that wants one gets a free puppy anytime they want one, and there's going to be somebody that complains about it. It's
Yeah.
just,
Why not kittens? I hate puppies. Type
yeah,
deal. Yeah.
it's just the way it is. I don't know. It's just I don't really tend to dive into politics too much just because I don't follow them hardcore, and in all honesty, it's just going to be an argument. It's kind of like
Yeah,
anytime me and Schizo start talking about abortion or anything, it's just an argument. It's not. We're never going to see eye to eye. We're never going to agree. So what's the point?
I mean, see, I seen a statistic just from last year. Before it even got to the election, um, the U.S. they spent, I think it was like 130 to 150 billion dollars on illegals, and they spent 10 billion on homeless vets. It seems like ass backwards,
Yeah.
and I hope that changes.
yeah,
Yeah. I
that
just wish they would take better care of the troops and the veterans and things.
And there's too many on the streets homeless.
What was you gonna
You
say, Taco?
that's the problem with America right now. We're too busy throwing money everywhere else instead
Yeah.
of here at home. Like, how many billions have we now sent over to Ukraine? How many
yeah,
billions have we sent to Israel and Palestine and Iraq and Iran and even Libya and all of the Middle East? Yet, meanwhile, we have all these veterans who are struggling to make it or who are on the street, or we have all of these other people who may not be veterans in the same boat as them, because the government doesn't care about them. They don't matter to them. But doing all this other stuff ends up getting politicians' pockets lined.
The wife says if they legally come here and pay taxes, then okay, I like Mexican food. Vet says until we can give our veterans sanctuary cities, we shouldn't give them to anyone else. I
Yeah.
agree.
I agree. America first. Take care of our worst off.
Yeah, we need
Until
to,
then,
as a whole, our country needs to be more isolationist and focus more on helping its people.
Yeah.
yeah, and sadly, there's a lot of silver spoon American fed who hate America.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
bums me out a lot.
because they've never had to struggle for anything. They've had
Nope.
everything give to them and listen to everything from social media and even the mainstream media these days
Yeah,
telling
and
them why they're guilty of this or that if they don't go along with this movement or that movement or this
yeah,
group
and
over here.
they end up hating America the most, and it's very sad.
Yeah. It just kills me that, you got people that literally lay their lives down for the country and, they sacrifice their lives for it. And it becomes who they are. And, if they do make it back and once they retire and stuff, it's like, okay, well, we don't care about you anymore.
Yeah, they're the last ones looked after. It is very saddening.
I don't know if Schizo's still here to give an opinion. I don't know where he's at. Anyway, moving on. Who else got something on the brain?
Oh, nothing for me.
He fell
Honestly,
asleep.
fell asleep.
Anybody got anything fun planned?
Fun planned?
No, I'm gonna
Tomorrow
move some
evening, we're
furniture
taking
tomorrow.
the children's to see the Harlem Globetrotters.
Well, that's definitely funner than moving furniture.
I'm going to be at work for the next 2 days.
I am kind of excited to see the Harlem Globetrotters.
I bet,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
I think the kids will love it. They are apparently searching for markers because they want to try and get autographs on their shirts. Some of our sickest patients come from the VA. They try to keep them from there until they are death on a cracker. Then they decide to send them out. Drives me bonkers. Yeah, we discussed the VA last episode. Do you have anything fun
We just-
planned, Napkins?
Got a message there.
A message.
I don't know. I'm just here for the ride. Do you have anything fun planned, Napkins?
I do. I am Thursday evening. I'm planning on going on a date.
Oh, Lord. Amy's going to get started. What you going to do on your date?
Don't know, bro. I don't know.
You and me going fishing in the dark. Napkins! Oh, Mama says which one this time.
Daggone.
Daggone. Oh,
Calling
Mama
you
call
out.
We need detail. Oh, hang on. I got you. Here it is. Here you go. You ready for this, Napkins? We need details. Sounds like this person knows you had a date planned. It's them, Dr. Pepper Lady.
It might be them.
Why you gotta be so mysterious?
Bro, it keeps the viewers engaged. Just look at Amy's messages.
They're all caps.
They always are.
You get her all worked up.
I don't know. I'm just here. Bro, does Schizo really fall asleep?
I think so.
Poor guy.
Now, I will say this episode, it's a good thing I don't have a camera
That's a
right now.
different name than Dr. Pepper Lady. It is a different name. She's not engaged. She's saying what's wrong with you.
Why's there got to be something wrong with me?
Daggone.
Jeez.
We will hear him snoring soon.
Yeah,
You
bro.
ain't
If you
wrong.
hear Schizo snoring, you
We'll
gonna have
all
your
know it.
eardrums blown out.
I was saying it's a good thing I don't have a camera this time because I do have the UK game pulled up right now and it's turned into a nail biter. 1 point difference.
Most of their games are.
Last 25 seconds.
Speaking of games, Cal, any thoughts on Super Bowl?
Eagles. No, I'm rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs because I root for them to lose. I hate Kansas City. Let's go Eagles. Let's go Kansas City.
So I do want to ask your opinion real quick. There is a lot of controversy around the NFL right now that it is all scripted like WWE.
I believe that is correct.
I said I wouldn't believe it so much if they didn't make it so obvious. I literally called the last 5 plays sitting here talking to you all before they ever
Yes.
happened.
Yeah,
You did.
You basically gave us a play-by-play of the last quarter of the game the other night before they happened.
You should got a chunk of the ref's check.
Oh, Amy says napkins. Good luck and have fun. Most importantly, be happy. You deserve it truly.
Mama says she agrees.
Thank you to both my mamas.
Yeah, can't believe Schizo just disappeared, bro.
Mama
Well, it
says
says
just
ads
be
are going to
smart.
play in 4.5 minutes.
Daggum, I guess that means I'm back at it.
Gotta go out with a bang, right? So while you're working on that, Cal, anything you want to throw out?
I just want to appreciate and say thank you to everybody who's given us a question, given us a chance to answer. Speak
Pete
some
says
opinion.
historically, whoever scores first loses.
I cannot confirm or deny that. I haven't watched many Kansas Chief games, but
Thought that was your favorite.
they are for the Super Bowl.
I just think you're a Taylor Swift fan.
Oh, I'd have. If she would walk down the street, I'd catch a charge. I'd throw a punch. I'd go for an assault charge because I just
You ain't a Swiftie?
hate. Oh no,
Oh God, no.
I do not like her one bit.
Listen, I've heard napkins jam out to some Taylor Swift.
Yep.
I used to be a hardcore Swiftie. I don't really like her music much anymore, to be honest.
I think Mama's comments towards Cal. She said, "That's how you really feel."
See, I used to like her in the beginning as well. I had my first fiance, and it was the Romeo and Juliet, Taylor Swift. I was in with it, but now, walk down my street, bitch. I don't like you no more.
You be the prince and I'll be the princess.
Yeah, that was me and my fiance's song.
I felt weird just singing that.
Ew, Taylor
Yeah.
Swift. That's right.
See, I was trying to be good fiance.
Napkins just like this music. Listen, I remember being in the car with him. He turned that music up real loud, and he just go town.
I couldn't tell you the number of times going to or from Lexington that I heard so many of her songs riding with napkins.
Medic can crush red high heels. I know not Taylor Swift, but throwing that out there. Thank you, wife.
Listen.
You right, Mama. You had the booby
Why is this
lights and
pick
you-
on napkins now?
Woohoo! UK won to beat
Oh.
Tennessee.
Napkins had the booby light. That's the only car he constantly worked on.
I go out. I'd take my happy pill and then go out and take it apart and put it back together. Just say I did.
Listen, I didn't think that thing was ever going to give out. How many miles did you get up on that car?
299,999 whenever the engine finally went out.
You couldn't even get one more mile?
That's what
I'd have
old man
pushed
Phil
it.
told me. Old man Phil said I'd have pushed it one more mile. I'm telling you.
You know, you made me think of this the way you said that. That day you were taking off from the house, and every one of us, including Mama, said, "Where are you going?" And just dead serious, you turned around and looked at us. See an old friend. And you left. No other word from you. When you finally come back, we were like, "Where did you go?" "Oh, I went down there to see Bill. You know, he's old and he's my friend."
His best friend.
He was my best friend.
Feels good people.
They good people, man.
They're
I
good
like
people.
Phil.
They might have killed 3 people, but they're good people.
All right, napkins. Are you prepared?
Oh, I'm more than prepared. This
Are
one's
you?
a tearjerker.
How many you got?
I got 2.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I'm gonna do the lighthearted one first.
All right. Get after it, son.
Well, they ain't playing yet.
Says they're supposed to be.
Well, they ain't.
Well, daggone. I can't help Twitch broke.
GoDaddy, your dream, your website, your time to shine. Every great idea starts with a spark, a vision, a passion, a dream. And in today's world, it's not just online. If it's not online, it's just a what if. That's where GoDaddy comes in. Whether you're launching a business, building a brand, or sharing your story with the world, GoDaddy's AI-powered website builder makes it easier than ever to bring your vision to life. No coding, no stress, just a few clicks, and suddenly your dream has a digital home. They include stunning designs that match your unique style, powerful tools to help you grow and succeed, all the support you need whenever you need it with their 24/7 customer service. The world is waiting for what you have to offer, so don't wait. Build it, share it, own it. Use code Beyond the Quest at checkout for 30% off and take the first step toward your future. Go to GoDaddy.com today because your dream deserves to be seen.
Well done, sir. Well done. I was kind of impressed. Is
Angry
this
Vet
the good
Nation.
one? Is this the good one?
This is the good one.
Best.
This
All
is the
right.
good one.
All right. Let's hear it.
Angry Vet Nation, a brotherhood beyond the battlefield. For veterans and first responders, service isn't just a job, it's a way of life. It's the long nights, the hard fights, and the unbreakable bonds forged in fire. But when the uniform comes off, when the call signs go silent, that sense of purpose, the family, it can feel distant. Angry Vet Nation is here to change that. We're more than just a nonprofit. We're a community, a brotherhood, a place where those who have given everything can find support, connection, and a new mission. Through funding, equipment, and training, we help veterans and first responders step into the world of streaming, not just to game, but to reconnect, to share stories, and to remind each other you're never alone. Because the battle may be over, but the bond never breaks. If you've truly felt lost after the service, if you've missed the camaraderie, if you just need a team that truly understands, you found it. This is home. This is the brotherhood. Join us. Get the tools, the training, and the family that always has your six, no matter what. Visit angryvetnation.org and start your next chapter today. Angry Vet Nation, because once you're family for life.
Daggone.
Oh,
But you better put a stamp on that one.
that hit
Better
me
save that
hard.
one right there.
And for those that don't know, Angry Vet Nation is absolutely
Vet love-
mind blowing, awesome. They are the bee's knees. They are even working. If you're a first responder or veteran, they are even working on if you need therapy, that's going to be right there at hand. If you just need somebody to talk to, you're going through anything, it's right there. They just like everybody else in the world, they've lost people and know people that really battle with the demon of depression, and they are working to fight back against it. And you know, with God and everything, that's how you conquer it, is fighting back against it, and they are absolutely taking steps forward that, and it speaks volumes of them.
It does. You know, if anybody's struggling with, you know, anything, PTSD, you know, it's it took me 11 years to get help. So if you're starting your fight, you know, take this opportunity. You know, don't wait as long as I did.
Well said, sir. That was a good commercial.
I thought I would go out with a bang.
That was a good mic drop.
I hope you saved that one.
Vet says that's our new commercial. Amy says, all you guys. Mama says, awesome people. I truly thank them for all they do for you guys. I could not put in words how thankful I am for Angry Vet Nation and how proud I am to be a part of it. I love that it's growing, and I look forward to seeing where it goes.
Absolutely.
I think Amy is legitimately crying. It's an honor to help a hero's truly family.
And I'm just gonna say it. You know,
Somebody put this onion right here, man.
where else are you gonna find a sponsor that tunes in every week to both shows and watches live
Right,
and pays their people to be here?
right.
And provides
Just-
them with donuts.
Or popcorn.
Or popcorn. And they even put up with Chad. All right, fellers. Any last thoughts? I don't think
got
we'd
one.
have to pay them, to be honest, they said.
I got one.
Uh-huh.
Questions, comments, piercing critical insights. Go to beyondthequest.com, click the contact us button. You can read about our host, about everybody except for Cal because he's a slacker and never submitted his about me.
Yep.
But you can
true.
read about everybody else. You can contact us there. If you hate the interwebs for some reason, number one, I don't know how you found the show, but number two, that's cool. Send an email to info@beyondthequest.com. If you don't like the word info because you're scarred from infomercials, shout out to Billy Mays. Send an email to btq@slimchancegaming.com. If you still hate all those options, you can always look up Slim Chance Gaming on Facebook, Beyond the Quest Podcast on TikTok. All the
Also on
places.
YouTube.
Also on the YouTube at Slim Chance Gaming Crew. All of our Twitches are on all the streams that you could be watching here. They're also in the description of every video and podcast. It's been an honor. We love the questions. Keep them coming in. Again, we want to build a community to where if you're going through anything, you just want to vent, you want advice, you want to try and make us upset, do all that at beyondthequest.com. Click the contact us button. You want to be on the show? You can do that too. Your
Straight
voice
up.
shy? If you're voice shy, we'll put a voice changer on you. Nobody has to know that you're you, other than, of course, me, because I have to be the one to get you in the Discord and all the things. But other than me, nobody else will know your identity.
I will say, especially the amount of Q&As that we got this episode and how they were coming in live, that is by far one of my favorite parts, because you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates.
Absolutely.
Super awesome. Absolutely.
I am going to hold a challenge to you all for next week's episode. That everyone, in case there is not enough Q&As, because you never know, we may get on next week and have so many Q&As we can't get through them.
Bro, that one time the entire episode was Q&As, and then it went like 3 weeks without any Q&As. So I mean, you truly never know.
My challenge is next week, just in case everybody comes with one thing, one thing on the brain that they want to throw out. And in Cal's words, even if it's a hard one,
I think it's doable.
if you can remember, if you didn't have what was it, pen and paper,
Yeah, I'm writing it down now. I already got one.
like napkins date, hint, hint.
Oh my gosh, Amy, stop it!
Well, what's on your wrist? Ain't no watch.
You right. You right.
Ain't no Apple Watch. All right. Anything you got, Taco?
No, not really.
Anything you got, Cal?
I love everybody who stopped by to listen to us bullshit. I love y'all, and please take care.
I would ask Schizo, but I might get snoring answers. I think she's just changed her name on here. They are trying to figure out if that was Dr. Pepper Lady. Napkins?
Altoids are the answer to everything.
Sometimes bird poop tastes like candy. Well, until next time, I have to say I really needed this episode. I really did. I've enjoyed it and it helped a lot. Till next time, as always, love y'all. Jesus loves you more. Bye.
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 Peace.